Let's go. Apologies for my tardiness. But I had some things that occurred at the last minute, man. And I did not want to stop the show when I got started, so please forgive me. But happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. You know, the curse has been lifted. Congratulations to Mr. Jimmy Johnson for being inducted into the Ring of Honor. You understand? Y'all give me a 1 if everything sounds good. Give me a 1 if everything sounds lovely. Before we get too deep into the show, shout out to everybody rocking, man. We got a good show for y'all today. I hope everybody enjoyed y'all holidays, you know. Had Merry belated Christmas, Happy New Year. We are here, we all made it, man. Shout out to the trap. And here's to another great year, man. I appreciate everything y'all did for me this year. Supporting me, helping me build my brand and build my voice. Pushing out this truth out here for the Cowboy Nation, man. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Let's get this thing jumping though, man. Hit that like and share for the squad that will not charge a card. We finna get this thing live in effect. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yeah. Let's do it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to DC4 Life, Texas. Shout out to Joe Tranchina. Shout out to Jordy Fernandez. Shout out to Miss Regina Green with the green. Shout out to Miss Ella Lockhart, Big Benny Wrench, Michael Lockhart. We in the building with it, man. Let's go. Shout out to Double R. Shout out to Jalen Brown. Shout out to Donnell Lamar. Shout out to Los Altos. Gina L. Chase in the building. Who else? Fog Astronomers in the building. J. Diz. You got us, the poet in the building. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We in the building. Happy New Year. And you know, first and foremost, we gotta make sure these haters doing the most. What they was put on God's green earth to do, what you already knew, that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jump around the corner, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the
We
same
just trapping
day.
on the
Ain't no
Tuesday.
looking back, came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting cake,
And they just in the way.
Hey, that what make them hate,
Let's
that
get
what
it.
make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting cake,
And they just in the way.
Hey, Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's go.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high, used to rock knockout, but it's real now. Real fly.
I probably average your career high.
We the one they hating on it, probably
Let's
wanna
start this
kill.
year off
When
right,
they got
man. Let's
our
do
own
it.
band, we holla f*** a deal.
Yo, Cowboys out
Long
in
little
control
CEO,
of they own
CIP the
destiny,
dollar.
baby.
Took my brother,
Ain't
that
that stopping
made
us
me
but
go
up.
harder. That turned me to a monster.
Let's go.
I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run up them comma, f*** the summer, run up them numbers. Yeah. I know that they hate the way it go
Ball,
man.
man.
Rockin' all this
Ball,
ball, man.
man.
Street made
On
on
the
the
chain,
chain.
yeah.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the
We
same
just
day.
trapping on the
Ain't no
Tuesday.
looking back, we came a long
It's a trill
way.
day,
I know that
Tuesday.
they mad,
Let's
but
get it.
just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate, that what make
Man,
them hate.
we are all
and we
blessed to
just
be here
getting
on
cake
this
and
new
they
year.
just in the way. Hey, that what make
Make
them
no
hate,
mistake
that
about
what
it.
make them hate.
Don't think twice
Cause
about
we
it.
just getting cake
And they just in the way. Hey, let's go and crank this thing on up the way it should be cranked on up. You understand me? Shout out to everybody rocking. Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you, it's the new year and we trapping, baby. Let's get it. We trapping on the new year. Hey, you know, it's the same old me. It's no different, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn it up a couple notches. You already know we got a couple of New Year's resolutions in the building, you know. We still going to do what we supposed to do. We going to turn it up a notch. We going to elevate. Let's motivate, you understand? Let's get this thing going, man. Tell them who I is, man. I don't think they know.
I'm a landlord, bitch. If they rent, pay rent.
AKA Mac Top and Springdale and Hollywood Boulevard, AKA Ooh Wee Wee from Tennessee. Man, I'm talking about I'm the inspirator, the rejuvenator, the recuperator, and never the procrastinator.
I'm the landlord.
Let them know what time it is, man. Let them know what time it is, man. We in the building with it, man. My brother HTM just hit my line. Text me on the show, bro. Let me know what's going on. Or just send me a text. Send me a text real quick. But shout out to everybody rocking, man. It's a beautiful new year, man, and our Dallas Cowboys. It feel like that curse been lifted already. Y'all know I'm lit today. Y'all already know I'm lit today. It feel like this curse has been lifted, y'all. It feel like it's been lifted already. It seems like everything been going in our fortune, y'all. It feel like everything been going in our fortune. Okay, HTM with the news to use. Okay, breaking news. Shout out to everybody rocking. Hold on, let's drop the button. Shout out to HTM Sports with the breaking news. What's happening? This is what our community about, man. Teamwork, making the dream work, man. He just said the Dallas Cowboys have brought in La'el Collins and Donovan Wilson. Wait a minute. Those names sound very familiar, don't they, y'all? They sound very familiar. I think I've heard of those guys. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I will say this, though. I always liked the Donovan Wilson. I think Damian Wilson. I think he was a decent linebacker, man. I think he added a decent little element to this team. I feel like he could at least be a decent backup, some depth that we can add to this team. He a veteran linebacker. I'm not mad at it. If we bring Damian Wilson in, I'm not mad at it. It's better than what we have far as a pure linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Rashaan Evans, I'll take Damian Wilson. I ain't mad at it at all. And La'el being backup depth, I ain't mad at that either, y'all. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Because he is a veteran. He is somebody that knows this team and this system. It's not stupid to me. It's not bad. We're not looking at La'el like he finna come in here and save the day. That's not what we doing. But at the same time, I feel like them two smart veteran moves right there. Bring both of them in. Hey, and while you at it, go get a Dominican Sue, in my opinion. Bring Sue in too. Nah, maybe. I think Sue might have got signed. It's another one. It's another veteran defensive tackle out there I wouldn't mind. Listen, this is the time that we should be making moves. You see all our competitors making moves. Our competitors ain't sitting down. Our competitors ain't sitting on their hands. Our competitors out there making moves. They out there going to get it. Look at the San Francisco 49ers. They still making moves this deep in the year. Don't get too content, Cowboys. Don't get too content, Mr. Dollar Bill Jones. Don't get too content.
Dollar Bill!
Go ahead, make some moves. If you see some patchwork you can do in this roster, that's exactly what we need to be doing. We don't need to be playing around. If we feel like we can make a move that'll help this team on a depth standpoint or something like that, go get it done, man. But first, before I get into this film, I got a lot to do. I've been gone, y'all. I feel rejuvenated. I'm relocated. Let's go. I feel rejuvenated and relocated, okay? So, now, first, none of this wouldn't have been possible. Your Cowboys right here, like they this close to the number 2 seed. Thanks to our little sister, the Philadelphia Eaters. Y'all know that. The Eaters. I remember I was standing on this hill by myself. Now, I ain't gonna act like all Cowboy Nation had bowed down to the Eagles. I'm not gonna pretend like that. Because some of us went bowing down. Some of us went believing in these guys. Some of us said it was all hogwash. It was all false. It was all rubbish. Some of us said that now. Some of us said that. But I remember in my little circle, I was one of the people that was saying, even after they wins, even after they close wins, even after they looking good, I still was saying it's all fake, it's all fraudulent. I wasn't believing. I'm not buying in. No, sir, I will not subscribe to that. I will not. So the whole time I stood on my principles. I know what I see on film. I know these players. I know Jalen Hurts. I know what he's capable of. I know what he's not capable of. I know he's not like that. I know he's not him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
That ain't who he is, y'all. That ain't who he is. And all they try to do is put him up to my quarterback, try to put him atop the NFC in quarterbacking, and they must not be watching film. They must need their glasses checked. What's going on with these folks now? If you can look at Jalen Hurts and then look at Dak Prescott and say they on the same type of level, something wrong with you. You need your glasses checked. You might need a assigned seat on that shout bus. That what you need. You need to be sitting right by the drive, because you can't be trusted. You understand me? You need to be sitting right by the driver because you can't be trusted. Now, we've been telling you who Dak Prescott is. Listen, this is why I love my content creator space, man. Shout out to all my people that's been in that battlefield, that's been banging for our quarterback, even when the main screen said, oh, he's not this, oh, he's not that. Look at all the interceptions. They've been throwing curveballs at this narrative just to make sure you don't focus on what to focus on. Last year, what the narrative was, oh, Dak don't do nothing but throw interceptions. He's an interception monster. But one of the biggest underlying things that we had going on that they did not want to give you credit for, this is how they distracted you. They said Dak throwing interceptions, this team is an interception magnet and all that crazy stuff. And at the same time, your Dallas Cowboys was beating all winning teams. You ain't hear none of that stuff come up back then, did you? Trap. But now, you see, they try to make another narrative and say, oh, Dak is playing good, but they won't be the big winning team. Oh, it was luck against the Lions. Oh, they cheated the Lions. I don't want to hear none of that rubbish. I don't want to hear none of that hogwash. All of it is basura. All of it is basura. I don't subscribe to that. We don't get down like that. We don't take that form of currency. So let's talk about how the Philadelphia Eagles just squandered the opportunity. They had it right there in their grasp and they couldn't do it. Who was saying they were going to lose to the Cardinals all week? Who said that? Somebody put me on. Somebody help me out. Because I feel like I was telling y'all this, even when this team was 10-1, I still wasn't sold. Them boys went right in there and let the Cardinals beat them. Now, we're not acting like the Cardinals is a bad team, but at this moment in time in the season, you gonna sit up and lose to them? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. With all of this stuff on the line, and you supposed to be this big, bad juggernaut team in the NFC? Man, go on with that, man. We can't let these people get away with this. You remember all these segments on these TV stations, all this BSPN and stuff? Oh, my God, Jalen Hurts is this, Jalen Hurts is that, man. Y'all know I've been gone for a minute. I got a lot to talk about. We got things to talk about. We need to have a sit-down with all these people talking crazy about my football team. Trap. Now we beat the Detroit Lions. It was a cheating mechanism. It's something the Cowboys paid the refs. Man, listen, we the last team that you could say that got benefits from the refs. We never get help from the refs. So I don't want to hear that. We the most penalized team in football. Been that year in and year out. I don't want to hear nothing they talking about. Then they trying to say, oh, the Lions had reported. Man, them boys was sending up 3 offensive linemen. They was reporting 1 offensive lineman the whole game. And then at the last minute, they wanted to try to trick them and do some trickery, some gamesmanship. And they mad because they ended up tricking the refs instead of us. Who fault that is? I'm not worried about it. Goodbye. Bye, Lions. I don't have time. We got bigger fish to fry. We on to the next. We got a number 2 seed to go conquer. That's y'all fault. Y'all trying to be slicker than oil, trying to be slicker than a can of grease. That's y'all fault. I don't care about none of that, sir. If that was us, what they'll be saying? Ha, the Cowboys lost. That's all they'll be saying right now. Just like you remember they screwed Dak in the coin toss one time. Like they did us all kind of ways, sir. So I don't want to hear nothing they talking about with no referees acting like it's in our benefit. We don't get benefits from the referees. So let that be known. I don't care nothing about what the Lions are talking about. they need to go sit down and sit in the corner. I don't want to hear no conspiracy theories because it's all go against us. The Cowboys is the most penalized team, the most hated team, and you already know why.
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
But, man, I had to get that up off my chest. How y'all doing this New Year's, man? How y'all doing? Shout out to over 100 people rocking with your boy already, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's get into a little of these plays that caught my eye on this film session, man. Let's get on these plays that caught my eye on this film session. So let's take a look and see. Let's take a look-see. Okay. Boom. Let's go. All right. I believe. Let's run it back. To see this play go that way, because look at how mean CeeDee Lamb footwork is. Listen here. This is something that a lot of people ain't going to talk about. You hear it from time to time, but CeeDee Lamb has quickly became one of the most dangerous route runners in football. He has some of the best footwork you will see on film. Shout out to young Sadarian Lamb. Trap. See, the haters will tell you, CD became this good wide receiver because we move him around and this and that and this and that, but they still try to overlook his skill set. They still try to overlook the hard work he put in. See, they didn't see him working in the sand on his footwork. We did. They didn't see him in the offseason running all these drills and stuff, getting his footwork right. This where it pays off at. Look at how patient he is, and look how he gets the defender body turned around. Once he do that, short area did wrong on that play, and it's an absolute shame because he absolutely cooked this dude, and I just hate it, man. But I know my number one, my 88, gonna make it up. That's what I put on Twitter. I said make up for it, and that's exactly what he did, y'all. Trap. That's exactly what he did. He didn't play around. He didn't wait around. Shout out to Cowboys Click with the $9.99 for your mind. I appreciate you, sir, man. Shout out to you and Happy New Year, sir. He says the Lions want to play stupid games where they got stupid. They got played stupid as well, Cowboys Click. That is not my concern. That is not our business. That's between the Lions and the referees. All they gonna do is blame the Cowboys, but we gonna say the Lions are lying. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. Trap. The Lions are lying, and they need to go lie down because it's over with. The game is over, and they're not taking it back, okay? But shout out to young Sadarian Lamb, man. Footwork is incredible. Okay, check him out right here in the slot. Boom, with the nice slant. Hold on, this is Brandon Cooks. Sorry. Yeah, this is that Brandon Cooks play. Okay, check him out. We got Dak in the shotgun. We got 11 personnel, I believe. No, we got 4 wide receivers. We got wide receivers go get. That was a thing of beauty. This is the biggest improvement you will see from Dak Prescott, in my opinion. It's the way he manipulates the pocket because he had the time, but the pocket started to collapse a little bit. He picked it off. He peeped the game and went and moved up in the pocket. This is when the only time you will see Dak get in trouble is when he going backwards in the pocket. At a top tier MVP level as he been doing all season. Even though the mainstream media want to try to take him out, hey, your quarterback still playing at an MVP level right now. This was a very impressive game, and y'all already know what time it is on this. This is special. This is why he's the CD being on the same page. Just great pocket awareness by Dak Prescott. You could just see he's in the shotgun. And look, this dude had Dak Prescott dead to rights. He is dead to rights right here. And it's a safety. This went from being a safety to a 92-yard touchdown. If you take that on a freeze frame, on a picture right here, it's no way possible that you will say the end result of this play is a 92-yard touchdown. Trap. So if this ain't the epitome of a MVP right here, if this is not the personification of an NFL MVP in the form of a human, in the form of young Ryan Dakota right here, if this moment ain't it for you, I don't know what's wrong with you. You need to get your temperature checked. You need to get your blood pressure checked. Something wrong with you. That's all I'm going to say. But this play right here is absolutely phenomenal, outstanding. One of the best plays I've seen all year. One of the best throws I've seen all year. On the move, a dot What? That's about what? Let's see. Dak stood. Where did Dak stand at when he threw this football? Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Dak was like on the 2-yard line. Where did this ball go? From the 2-yard line, my God, to the 49. This is basically a 50-yard throw on the move, off balance, with just a flick of the racket. He didn't want to see Dak Prescott improvising and moving around, but they don't understand that was always one of Dak's biggest attributes. That's ridiculous right there, man. That's one of the most impressive play, energetic. Now, I just seen a clip from Undisputed with Skip and the great 88 Michael Irvin. I would like to disagree with Mr. Michael Irvin. He said that him and Skip said CD wasn't like emotional like that on the field, and he wasn't like, I disagree. CD be cranking us up. Look at this energy that he's jumping up with, play in and play out. Now, CD stopped doing that. He don't even really do the nose wipe no more. He don't even really do the little short nose wipe no more. CD be doing the big first down. He said he big pressure right now.
Trap.
They said La'el Collins is back. Hey, and I'm not mad about it at all. Hey, some good veteran linebacker depth. If his hip bone feeling good, if his hip ligament is feeling good, I'm all for it. So, hey, we need some lineman depth. We see what's going on with our offensive line. I'm going to get to that later on in the show. But, hey, if we can get some good veteran lineman help, I'm not mad at that at all. So, shout out to La'el. Trap. We definitely in the business for some lineman depth. But, yeah, man, look at CD, bro. CD is an emotional leader right now, y'all. CD has taken over that role. Nah, y'all might have to see me for this. Y'all might have to actually see me on this one right here. CD is an emotional leader right now. CD is everything that he need right now. CD is everything the Cowboys need right now, emotionally, physically. He's being everything that we need. I don't want to hear nobody trying to, disrespect what CD Lamb has done this year, man. This is his second year going like this. And let's not make no mistake about it. Let's not underrate this. They try to use the fact that he move around and he's from the Y and the X and the slot and everywhere. They use that as some disrespect towards CD. No, sir, that is an attribute. That is something good about him. That is a positive. That's not a negative. You listen to these people on TV, they try to make that a negative when they try to make the case for him being one of the best of the best. But I want you to know, this is an all-pro year for Mr. CD Lamb. And look, everybody else talking about this MVP stuff, CD Lamb should be in MVP conversations as well.
Trap.
But hold on, landlord. Slow down. Simmer down. You know he's a Dallas Cowboy, and they won't allow that. We understand that. But, hey, I just want y'all to put a little rational thought on some of these narratives that they push against your team. CeeDee Lamb got just as good as numbers as Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek just passed him a little bit. Man, CeeDee has been much impactful, just like everybody else. He's been more impactful than every other player I've seen this year. He's been dominant ever since the San Francisco game. This man had 10-plus targets in every game, and he's been taking advantage of it, and he's been going crazy. Put some respect on him. But look, all you hear is people talk negative about your good players, and then some of our fan base go up there and entertain this stuff and continue pushing these goofy narratives. No, when you know your team that earn their respect, when you know your football team and demand their respect, you seen them in training camp, you seen them in the offseason putting in all this work, and then when they go out here and produce, do not let nobody disrespect that. Stand on that. Be solid on that. Don't let nobody play with your team.
Stand on whatever.
We've seen with these boys, I've seen every step of the way this year. I done went all around the world rocking with this football team. I know the work they done put in. They deserve their credit. Now we see the fruits of their labor coming out. Do not let nobody disrespect that. Stand on your football team, man.
Trap.
They gonna come up here and try to denounce everything we do good, but we know our football team work for it and they put in the work. I don't want to hear none of this disrespect. When your team is in a situation right now like they are, in the position to be the number 2 seed, all they got to do is beat Washington, and now they got home field advantage in the playoffs until we play somebody like the 49ers. Like, hey, that's great, bro. We in a great situation. I don't care what they said about last week. We won the game. Point blank, period. Shout out to my squad, man. The hard work paying off, and it looked like the stars aligning for this football team, man. I'm ready for it now. I'm ready. It looked like the stars aligning, man. It just feel different this year. It feel good this year. I feel good about it. You mean to tell me my team can have 2 home games in the playoffs, man? Trap. Miss Elder said, wait a minute. Miss Elder, don't hurt my feelings on the new year. Now, I told y'all we was trying not to ugly cry this year. We was trying not to ugly cry this year. I said I'm going to manifest it. I put it on my vision board. Hey, we need this channel to grow. We need these people to participate. We need everybody to be nice. If you support the content, if you're watching the content, if I entertain you, if I make you laugh, if I give you some news, if I do anything, if I bring any kind of value to your space, to your life, to your area, hit the like button, man. It's free, man. Don't make me cry now. Don't do that. Don't do that. I ain't too proud to beg, but good grief. Let's get that done, man. It's free. Stretch your fingers out, hit the like button, man, so we can keep these lights on, keep the trap rolling. I appreciate how y'all hold me down, man, but we gotta grow this thing and get this to another level, man. We trying to do great things in the new year, but I appreciate y'all. Miss Elder said, landlord, I'm sorry, they not acting right. Yeah, it's all good. We gonna give them some time, Miss Elder. We gonna give them some time. Before I get emotional up here, before I get sad, we gonna give them some time. I believe in y'all. I believe in y'all. We ain't gonna do them like that. But let's get back into it, man. I had to show y'all that, hey, they gonna disrespect us no matter what. So do not help them. It's enough Cowboy haters. It's enough Cowboy haters. They do not need your help. And if you act like you a supporter of the star, they don't need your help, sir. It's a lot. That's an overoccupied job. They got full staff. Them boys are ready. They good. But let's continue, man. Let's get done with this. That kind of made me mad. You know, Dak was trying to do him, but I want y'all to know he was trusting his wide receiver. CD said he was open, and Dak played it. So look, though, the thing about it is some people be like, why you threw it? Because he was open. Look how open CD is. But they'll say, hey, why Dak did that? When Dak threw the ball, he was open. But CD didn't aggressively go and get the football. He waited on it. So, you know, you can say Dak shouldn't have threw that football because once he threw the ball, dude was a little closer and started barreling down. You know what I'm saying? But Dak already in the throwing motion now. But I'll say I could put a little blame on Dak for the decision because maybe, you know, if he would have been able to maneuver in the pocket a little bit, we got somebody right here on the 20, like a little above the 20, like on the 18-yard line. They look like might be Tony Pollard or somebody right there. Look like they open. I can't tell if that's Jalen Tolbert or what, but somebody look like they open right there. But when you scrambling and trying to escape, you improvising, you're not going to be able to see the whole field. You trying to make a play. You trying to get out there and do something good. But he missed the guy. He threw the ball late. He threw the ball and trusted CeeDee Lamb. But I believe the only problem on this play was CeeDee Lamb didn't know he wasn't wide open. If CeeDee knew he wasn't wide open, I'm sure he would have went up and aggressively met the ball in his highest point. That's the only thing wrong with this play. CeeDee did not go aggressively meet the ball in the air. You never wait on the football. Look at CeeDee. Look, do that look like CeeDee was meeting the ball or waiting on the ball? Let's get this question answered right here. Let's get that done right now. Trap. Do it look like CeeDee was waiting on the ball or attacking the football? Because they teach you this wide receiver one-on-one. So, do that look like he was waiting or attacking? Let's get the votes in the chat real quick, and then we're going to move on. Do it look like CeeDee waiting or attacking? Waiting or attacking? Because this is one of the only plays, you know, other than this in the fumble, you know what I'm saying? We had 2 hiccups, and these 2 plays drastically changed the game. Because think about this. If you score right here, and if you score with CeeDee on the touchdown, That's damn near the normal average that we had. We would have had 30-plus points. We probably would have broke 40, and this probably would have been a blowout. So don't think that this was just a nail-biter game. We had a lot of miscues that made this game close. We still was just as dominant at home. The numbers still look like it. What was bothering me throughout the whole football game was the numbers looked good, but the score didn't look good because of the miscues. That was the biggest problem. Right here, CD thought he was wide open, but he wasn't wide open. So stuff like that is what pretty much hindered this football team and held us back and kept the Detroit Lions close in this football game. So I don't want to make no mistake about that and have you thinking that, hey, this was just the Cowboys' big dog fight against the Lions. No, we would have blew the Lions out. It would have been a worse game. We would have made this game. We could have broke this game open with a couple of those miscues that we messed up. We got 2 interceptions on golf. Just imagine that we would have capitalized and did what we supposed to did. We left a lot of meat on the bone, like my boy Rico Jones said. What running back said that? That was Joseph Randall. Was that Mr. Underwear and Cologne? Was that him? Was that Mr. Underwear and Cologne? I don't know. I think it was Joseph Randall said that. But yeah, we left a lot of meat on the bone, man, and we still pulled it off. We did some goofy things, y'all. We did some goofy things, and we still pulled it off, man. So shout out to my boy Tacoma John. Shout out to you. I'm not sure if I see your name a lot, man, but if you new, welcome to the trap, and I appreciate your contributions to the channel. He says, with the $5 super, he says, I'm not apologizing for any win, especially when I got screwed in earlier the game that helped that last drive to happen. Happy New Year, Landlord. Happy New Year to you. And yeah, we seen that clipping was not a clipping. That was fake. It was false. It was phony, you know? That was not a real clipping call. They called it. How you We need a report card for the referees after every game. And then after that, we need to treat them like children. No disrespect to the refs, because we don't want to piss them off no more. But really, this is what we should do. Uncle Landlord got a solution to our problems, y'all. Trap. We need a report card after every game for the referees. We need it to be public. Maybe the fans need to do it, you know. Maybe fan, half player. Let the players do it. Let the players do it. Let the players do it. Don't let the fans do it. Let the players do it. Give them a report card after every game, and then, you know, treat it just like school. If you have a good report card, then you get the ref the playoffs. Then you get the ref the Super Bowl. Stuff like that. We need to have a progress report for these referees after every game. Trap. Willie T said they have a report card for refs after every game, but they only watch it. They only see it. We don't get to see it. I don't think it's public information, though. It ain't public information. We need to be able to see, you know what I'm saying? Because who knows who judging this stuff? It's already enough conspiracies out here, Mr. Willie T. It's enough conspiracies out here. We need to make some of this public knowledge. So we could be like, well, yeah, I agree with that grade. They graded them kind of wrong. I don't like that. Yeah, that was a bad call. He needs some penalties. They need to be penalized for having real egregious bad calls. If you just missing blatant calls, I understand human error is a part of football, but how many after you miss too many egregious, wide open, you know what I'm saying, calls, how long before you get penalized? Like, okay, look, if you make a mistake at work, how long before you get reprimanded or something? Of course, you'll get a couple passes, but if you screwing up at work all year, you gonna get reprimanded after. You gonna get reprimanded after a while. So, you know, I just feel like on top of, it should be some kind of penalty. Okay, it should be some kind of penalty if this one particular referee keep missing calls or something weird keep happening every time this referee group call a game. They should have some kind of penalty for some of that stuff, man. Because I just think that'll keep it That'll keep it that'll keep that kind of like, what can I say? It'll keep it neutral. It'll keep it fair. It'll keep it honest. You know what I'm saying? We got NFL betting here now. We already felt like it was a little nefarious going on in the league and stuff. I think we need to take stuff like that more serious when we openly accepting NFL betting and all this stuff. The players in the NFL just worry about the numbers. The fans, us like people like us, we still kind of worry about the integrity of the game too. When you add money, that's a little iffy now. So y'all need it need to be a finer line that we on right now, in my opinion. Shout out to Jake the Great with the $4.99. He says, fuel for a new media machine, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Thanks for helping keeping the lights on, man. Thanks for helping keeping the lights on, man. Y'all just don't know how far y'all contributions go to me getting up doing this every day. Rico said, do the refs get fined? That's a good question. That's a very good question. I'm not even sure about that. Somebody help me out. Who know? Do the referees get fined for doing crazy stuff? Do referees get fined for doing crazy stuff? So who knows? Excuse me. That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm gonna stop the show to do the research for us. So if anybody want to help us out to get to the bottom of that, I appreciate it, man. Cause we need to know. We need to know. Kelvin Hicks, did you do some research or you just said no? You just feel like no right now? I ain't questioning you, but you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure we putting out, credible information. Kelvin Hicks said fine or barred. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But let's see. Okay, now we can get into some of the defensive plays that I was proud of, man. Two of my guys, D-Law, and who else? Jordan Lewis. Shout out to them. Shout out to them boys, man, because, these two are the people that's been here the longest. These two Cowboy veterans, they came to play and they led the way. Sometimes you need your OGs to come in there and, get some straightening, y'all. Sometimes you just do. You need your OGs to come in there and get some straightening. Tank, I'm so thankful for Tank, because if we was listening to some of you people, some of y'all, Tank would have been off of this football team just because he ain't getting enough sacks for your liking. But if you watch this film, you respect him on another level, man. Tank is the Dallas Cowboy. To me, I love him. I love him to death. I'm so happy he's still on this football team, man. He's a smash-mouth, hard-nosed defensive end that does all the dirty work. You got to love a dude like that. That's a football player right there. That's a football player. You know what I'm saying? Tank an old-school type football player, man. You got to love players like that on your football team, because I feel like that's just infectious. He lead by example. When you don't know how to go hard and get your lunch pail and just go crazy, if you can look over to a guy like D-Law, you got to respect that. You like, dang, that's how I need to be. Oh, that's how we got to go. Oh, that's the standard. I love it, man. And I feel like it's infectious. I feel like it done got caught a little foul up on the Micah Parsons. Micah playing a little different now. Tank still playing like Rod Melanelli taught him, and you seen he gave him the utmost respect. He gave him big-time props about teaching him how to be a great defensive end. And now it looks like it's contagious. It done got hold to Micah Parsons. I see a different Micah Parsons that's coming out here now. I feel like everybody was ready to anoint Micah Parsons, and they forgot we already had a leader on our football team, and he's a great leader, and he plays the way you should play. So I feel like Micah might have got a different mindset and just looked at Tank like, man, hey, I know I'm getting all the love and the glory, but the longer I play with you, the more I see you, I can't help but give you your proper respect. I'm going to follow you too. They going to follow me. I'm going to follow you too. We going to get it down just like that. Trap. I don't think, some people don't understand how you earn respect from men. The only way you earn respect from a man is work. Like, hey, if you see this man putting in the work every day, you can't help but what it's called? I can't think of the word right now, but you can't help but feel the same type of sentiments that he doing. You can't help but respect it, man, because you know how hard it is to get up every day and put in that work to be great. You feel it. So I can't help but see that it look like Michael Parsons is just, hey, Tank, I'm going to follow you too, bro, because you the type of player that we need. You the type of player that could teach me how to be a legendary Hall of Famer like I should be. Shout out to Big Gil Gibson with the $5 super, man. I appreciate you. Trap. He says they don't get fined, they just don't get to be part of the playoff games. Yeah, I seen that. They trying to say like, oh, the referee group that we had on our game can't be in the playoffs. Listen here, I don't care about none of that. That's y'all business. They that same referee group had missed a call in the Chiefs game or something. They said, listen here, man. If we was the ones who was like calling out referees for screwing up games, we wouldn't have no referees out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Trap. We know the referees screw our games over all the time. D-Law is one of the best players. Tank, man. Hey, man, I'm finna show you. D-Law is a monster, man. Let's get into the tape, man, because D-Law don't get enough love, bro. He just don't. I'm sorry. But on my show, I try my best to highlight players who don't get enough love and don't get enough attention. That's part of my role in the space to me. I feel like I need to, wait a minute. Where my stuff at? Wait a minute. What's going on? This don't look right. Wait a minute. Y'all give me a second. I know I had my stuff pulled up. I got my whole Tank Lawrence. Let's see. Okay. Why is it showing this though? It look like the wrong thing loaded up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all know we build this plane wise in the air. Give me a second. Now, I know why would I name it that and not an offense showing? That don't make sense. But, let's see. Maybe I can download it real quick. I don't know, y'all. It look like I ain't got my stuff loaded up. It looked like it loaded up the wrong thing, man. I had some good tape on D-Law too. Let me see real quick. Y'all bear with your boy real quick, man. Let me see. Yeah. The wrong thing loaded up. Yeah. It ain't do right, man. It ain't do right. I have it for y'all next time, man. I hate that. It didn't do right. I don't want to waste too much of my time on here trying to download it and stuff, man. But just say, Tank made a lot of plays, man. He made a lot of big-time stops. I seen him disengaging, getting pressure. Tank is a phenomenal player, man. Him and Jordan Lewis, they made a lot of plays that changed the game. And what I say about Jordan Lewis, though, Jordan Lewis been battling through a lot of stuff. We wanted Jordan Lewis up out of here, damn near. A lot of people did. Trap. A lot of people wanted Jordan Lewis up out of here, man. But to me, in this game, I look at D-Law and Jordan Lewis as my stars of the game, my trap players of the game, as far as the defense go. The veterans, because it was a play, Jordan Lewis was getting blocked, and he still found a way to get the play stopped. It looked like it was finna be a touchdown. Who remember that play I'm talking about? It was like on the left hash. Jordan Lewis was engaged with a block. It was like a screenplay, and he still disengaged and got to the tackler. I was like, man, Jordan Lewis playing like a man possessed. We know he was in his hometown, and he had to show up and show out. Jordan Lewis said, hey, I got my folks out here in the stands. I'm finna go crazy on y'all. Trap. Hey, we gotta give him some love, man, because if he can play like this, that adds a whole different element to this football team. And not only just in coverage, Jordan Lewis was making clutch tackles. He was in position the whole game. He was making PBUs too. But I was liking the clutch tackles he was making, man. He showed me that effort. He showed me that top-tier effort, that next-level effort that we need on this football team. And like I said, man, what I say, the way you get respect from men is through work. Did you hear how Dak Prescott talked about Jordan Lewis? He almost put Jordan Lewis up there with him in the work ethic category. He said, man, Jordan Lewis be here just as much as I do almost. So that right there speaks volumes to his character. And I feel like a lot of people don't think about character. They just be like, oh, character don't matter. Just give me a dude to play football. But I want you to know, when ain't nobody looking, what you think gonna motivate you to work? When ain't nobody watching you, when the boss ain't wagging his finger at you, what you think gonna light that fire in you for you to keep going and drive and still do what you supposed to do? That's character. That's that fire that you have in yourself. That's self-control. Them the intangibles that you need to be great and be a good player. Some people don't do nothing when the bosses ain't looking. They just stop.
Trap.
Some people don't keep working when the lights off or when you out for work. Some people don't got that kind of drive. And the way that Dak said that about Jordan Lewis, he said everybody respects him because of the work, man. So you gotta put some respect on Jordan Lewis' name, man. I love the fact that he's broke through all the odds, throughout all the doubt, throughout the injuries and everything. He was like bottom of the roster almost. And now he just emerging as a nice veteran corner that we needed. So shout out to him, man. Just as much disrespect I throw out to a player, I'm going to give him his love when he shut me up and show out. Hey, shout out to you. Salute.
Trap.
They call him the ball god and all that, man. Hey, he showed up. He went crazy last game. And I think the play of these two veterans right here was the difference. You need sometimes, bro, these young leaders that we have, they might not know the way. And you need a veteran who done been in them wars before, who got bodies, who got them notches up under their belt already, who done been in them wars. Sometimes the young leader might have not never been in that situation before and just don't know how to do it. Now he can go look to Tank Lawrence and be like, okay, Tank, help me out. I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Go resort to your brother. You just might not know what to do or know how to operate in these situations. The only way you know how to operate and perform at a top tier level in some of these situations is experience. And that's the one thing that we don't have with the young players. So you seen a lot of the veterans. You said, hey, shout out to TA Cowboys, because I was just about to say, Dante Fowler showed up. All the veterans on this football team seemed like they said, hey, young bucks, we finna ball this day.
Trap.
I know y'all getting all the headlines, but I'm gonna show y'all how we get down, how we can take this team to another level. We seen a different type of Dante Fowler athleticism at an older age, holding out, setting the edge, coming off the edge with pressure. Man, Dante Fowler was balling out. And y'all know that's one of my guys I've been fighting for. I you almost gotta kind of throw a wrench at Dorrance Armstrong just to boost up Fowler because they can't coexist. But I don't know, man. I've been trying to get Fowler on the field, man. I've been trying to get Fowler on the field because his athleticism is different. We know Dorrance actually played the run a little better, but that little difference in the way Dorrance played the run with a lot more upside and pass rushing, give me Fowler all day. That's just me.
Trap.
That's just me. But, you know, and Dorrance been a little quiet too. He been playing the run decently though. But we seen the impact of a little more Fowler. Fowler been hooping. So we need to put him on the field more too. But listen, these veterans, they showed up, man. We got to show them some love. They showed up against the Lions, and I feel like without their impact, we wouldn't have been able to do it, man. So salute to our veterans on this team, Tank Lawrence, the underappreciated GOAT of the Dallas Cowboys, and Jordan Lewis, the ball guy, man. Let's get it in for them.
Trap.
I can't wait for that other veteran Noel Beats. We get Hankins back in there, because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I was looking at the tape, bro. Them combo blocks. When that center and that guard double team our defensive tackle, it's not looking good, y'all. Osa just can't hold up. He's just not that type of player. You know what I'm saying? He can't handle it. He can't stand his ground like that, man. You need Hankins and Osa in the field at the same time. Like, we don't have a defensive tackle that can hold up to them double team blocks right now. Not against a good center and a good tackle, or a good center and a good guard. When they do them combo blocks, our defensive tackle getting washed almost, y'all. So now you need somebody that can come up and finish. We seen Jalen Hurts had a decent game. Jalen Hurts was making plays all over the field. Regardless of what I've been saying about him in the past few weeks, he showed up this game. So you need some speedy linebackers to come fill these gaps when your interior defensive line is so little. We need some fast players to shoot gaps. What's his name? Clark. We need Clark to be shooting some gaps. We need Bell to be shooting some gaps, especially when our defensive linemen can't hold up. So they just too small. Yeah, they too small, Trey. I can't. It's nothing. When you watch the tape, it's nothing that Osa doing wrong. It ain't like he ain't got the effort. It's just two grown, big human beings pushing him around like it ain't nothing he can do. Trap. So it's literally just physics. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that he could do to that point. Like, you need Jonathan Hankins back in the middle of that line, man. The one thing you will see about Hankins is when they do the combo blocks on him, he's not just getting pushed back. If he might even get penetration. Jonathan Hankins gonna either get penetration or he gonna stand his ground. So that right there make it hard on the run game. If he's standing his ground and not getting pushed back most of the time, now you clogging up everything. He just messing up the whole play just for him being big and physical and nasty in the middle. So, pause. But just for him being physical, that clogs up a lot of the run game. And the linebackers just sitting around waiting on somebody to pop out and they can go clean up. So we missing Jonathan Hankins big time right now. We missing him big time. We missing him big time. And that's no knock on Osa, man. He just physically can't handle two big time, huge, veteran center and guard every play. He might even win some reps, but on a consistent basis, Osa is just a little too little to be asked to do that. And that's all we got right now. So we gonna lose a lot of those battles. And then we had Chauncey Golston in there. Chauncey Golston was making plays. He was penetrating. But once again, he another undersized dude. Chauncey got his weight up, but he's not big enough. So, we just really missing Hankins. I feel like this run defense will go up a whole nother level. Especially the way our safeties played last game. If you can get that safety play that we had last game on top of what Hankins has to offer, you'll see this defense take it up another level. Like right now. Think about it. We've been missing that safety play. Our safeties ain't been performing like this on a consistent basis. We've been underwhelmed by our safety play for this year because we remember them being so top tier, so dominant in the last couple of years. Our safety play went down a little bit this year. So now it looked like they showed up against the Lions. If we can get them to play like that and get Jonathan Hankins back, this defense will be back. This defense will be set. And we already see how gangster the offense is. But let's get into the league's best duo, in my opinion. Nobody touching Dak and CeeDee Lamb. It's not one person. It's not one wide receiver or quarterback that I take over these guys right now. And I know that sounds crazy. It sounds strange. It sounds peculiar to some of these Cowboy fans that's really haters, low-key. I stand on that, man. I'm solid on that.
I'm solid and stand on whatever.
It ain't not one quarterback or wide receiver in football that I take over these two right now. And you should be confident. You should be cocky. You should feel the same way. They gave you a big blueprint of what they had to offer throughout the whole season. They've been playing like this all year. You should have the utmost confidence in your team right
It's
now.
me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Name a quarterback playing better than Dak Prescott right now. I beg of you, please.
Trap.
Name a wide receiver playing better than CeeDee Lamb. You can say Tyreek Hill, okay, even if he is right now, that's 1A, 1B. That's 1A, 1B. That's the best duo you will see in football right now. And like we just said, they ain't even played a whole lot of time together. This duo right here can go on for 10 plus years, y'all. You know how long quarterbacks play in this league. Dak is what, 30? He could be 40 and playing with CeeDee Lamb still. So this duo is crazy, man. This duo is just going to keep getting better and better and better. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what fruits they bear. Because I'm telling you, the work in the offseason, the commitment, the change in mentality that they had after the San Francisco game, this is exactly what we needed. And maybe, just maybe, one of our content creators, up and coming, small channel, says something along the lines of, spam lamb or something, Trap. Maybe one of our content creators put that out in the universe and helped manifest it, man. Shout out to my boy HTM Sports. Maybe we did manifest it. Maybe they're not watching the channel. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm not going to get outrageous. We'll just say we put it out in the universe and maybe they picked it up. So shout out to them. But ever since we said spam lamb, I couldn't take it no more. After the 49er game, I said spam lamb. I looked at those targets. Y'all. Who remember that show? Who remember that show? Because I was pissed. After I looked at every other wide receiver targets and then I looked at CeeDee Lamb targets, man, I came on the show and went crazy that game.
Trap.
I came on that show and went crazy that day. I said, how you going to expect 88 to be number one and you ain't throwing them the ball? That's what gave me the Spam Lamb campaign, man. When I seen the big differential of the targets, it was just too egregious to ignore. It was too crazy to ignore. And y'all giving everybody else all these accolades and CD don't even get an opportunity? We thought CD was safe for being an 88, but we still had to make a campaign to get it done.
Trap.
We still had to make a campaign to get it done. But listen, I don't want to play the politics game right now because we talking about football. But my antennas be up sometimes on these Joneses, man. Is it them trying to sabotage CeeDee Lamb so they won't have to pay him? Because look, this is why you need new media, y'all. This is why you need new media. If we wouldn't have made this campaign, if we wouldn't have set this fire out here, if we wouldn't have set this ablaze, if we wouldn't have really just let these boys get away with that, who knows, man? Stephen Dollar Bill Jones, he might have just screwed us over and just did them dirty. He might have just suppressed CeeDee Lamb's stats just so they could pay him some mediocre stuff and look at him and say, hey, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. And CD be like, yeah, I know, because you ain't give me an opportunity.
Trap.
This is why you need to support new media, because little certain stuff like that, your ownership gets slick sometimes, y'all. And that right there could hold you back from winning championships. We trying to win championships. We trying to be great. We can't sit up there and let them do young Sadarian Lamb like that. He can't speak up for himself. Soon as he say something, they gonna call him a diva or something. Oh, CD, this and that. They gonna say anything. Soon as players step up for themselves and speak up for themselves, that it's a negative connotation over it. So this why new media, we can speak up for them. We don't gotta be PC. We gonna tell the truth. Don't let your players get did wrong, because this is gonna give us the best results to get to the promised land, man. We need our players to be playing at a top-tier level. Not all of this politics stuff. We don't give a damn about the Joneses' wallet right now.
Trap.
We don't care about your wallet. We don't care about your money. We trying to win. We trying to win championships. Every time we talk about winning championships and getting money, I mean, when we talk about getting players and winning championships, they get to talking about money. You don't see these other teams doing that. So when I make these theories out here, you can't really go against it because it's been showed, it's been evident. It's been evident. Every time we talk about getting a player that can help us get over the top, they get to discussing money. Every time we get to talking about making big moves that could catapult this team, they get to talk about money. So if you think that this is too insignificant for them to try to suppress CeeDee Lamb to get a better number from him, y'all need to check yourself, man.
Trap.
You need to check yourself, man. Don't think that they won't stoop to that level. But listen, that's why I said you got new media here to call that BS out. Not just me. I'm not just promoting myself. I got a lot of other peers and constituents out here that's doing the same type of work, that's pushing that. We're not going to allow that. We know what's best for our football team, and we're going to make sure we're going to demand them to do exactly what they should do. If they do some goofy stuff, man, we should have their feet to the fire. We trying to win, y'all. Screw all that other stuff. We trying to win.
Trap.
Soon as they come with that foolishness, we need to be on their head. Soon, if we all collectively as a group know that it's wrong, we supposed to put that fire to them. We supposed to put it down. I don't care who idea it is. If it's something that any of my other content creators come up with and I feel like it's right and I believe in it, I'm going to push it. That's how we should be, because the ultimate goal is what? To get the Cowboys to win 6. That's the ultimate goal. Whoever come up with the trendy topic or the trendy way to say it or way to do it, I don't care. But if it's good enough to get to where we needed to get to in that front office or something, we need to push it. You need to share it. We need to be engaged, because I'm telling you, it is making a difference. It is making a difference. Look, it's stuff that we can't even tell y'all that we know how impactful our content is. We talk amongst each other, but we don't want to give it away. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to let them know that we on their trail. But it's a lot of stuff that our content do that's affecting people in high places. People hitting people in inboxes and hollering at people trying to see stuff and telling people little tidbits that they didn't ask. Like, it's just a lot of stuff going on, and this is the impact of new media and our content. So I'm telling you, if you believe in stuff that we saying, if you believe in some of the narratives that we tell y'all about, you need to push it. You need to share it. Because I'm telling you, it actually works, and it's actually making an impact on this football team. It really is. So shout out to the people who really supporting us and supporting new media, because this is very important, y'all. We doing it now. It's up.
Trap.
We don't have to bow down to these people. We got people in our space that's doing just as much as all these other folks they know, and they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And they can't control us. That's what they don't like. So I want y'all to know, we might not get a lot of support from them because we keeping it real, but as long as y'all support us, it won't matter. It won't matter, because we ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, suppress our message just to get in with them. We trying to tell the truth and push what we need for this team. That's what we trying to do. So, hey, we love the fact that y'all support us and y'all help us stay and give us a platform so it can get out, man, because we need this stuff. It's too many politics in Dallas for us to not be pushing our own narratives. It's too many politics. So use all the content creator space and everybody that you support as a way to combat these false narratives and all of this foolishness that they shoot at us. I feel like that's the best method to go about it. Cowboys click with the $5.99. I appreciate you. $4.99. So what you're telling me is you're not part of the liberal media. So what you're telling me is you're not a part of the liberal media. That's good, because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. I get support and I get paid from y'all, not from anybody who could tell me what to say, you know? That's the difference. That's the freedom, you know? I'm sure I probably piss off a few people. Like, the only reason it ain't going crazy yet, because my channel still, you know, it's not super big yet. But, you know, if y'all keep supporting, this mess is going to get bigger and bigger. It's going to get louder and louder. And, hey, somebody going to be knocking at my door out the way. Trap. They're going to be like, landlord, let me holler at you. And I'm gonna have to take that thing out there with me. Who wants some more, Debo? We're gonna have to talk about it. We might have to have a sit down after a while, man. But all I want us to do, man, is just keep supporting the people who making the real content, who really doing the real work. Screw all the other people that's hating on your football team, man, that don't want to see you happy. We want to see you happy, man. Piss everybody off. If they say the Cowboys always says they say it again, goddamn. Trap. Say it again, goddamn it. Hey, and I'm proud of y'all for not trolling me for Alabama either, though, man. I love y'all. Hey, y'all. Yeah, I love y'all. I needed a moment because that last play call, it pissed me off so bad. It made no sense. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. My team lost, you know. Shout out to Michigan. They played good ball. That was a great game. We came up short. I don't know what the hell that last play call was. Now, they trying to say that it's supposed to been some kind of, some kind of RPO, but the snap was so low he had to just take it up the middle. But pause. But I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And hey, that's probably why it's so quiet, Trey. That's low key. Trap. Low key. That's probably the only reason ain't nobody trolling me, because Texas lost too. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, y'all will probably be on my top right now if Texas would have won. And look, we all thought that was going to be the rematch. So, hey, man, I respect it, man. Look, y'all ain't trolling, I ain't trolling either. So, let's just move in harmony, you know what I'm saying? Peace and love, you know. We all been humbled. So, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Cowboys Clip with the 199. He said, I thought about it, but I didn't want to say nothing. Hey, I appreciate you, man. That was a tough loss for us, man. That was a tough loss. I can't stand to lose on a bad call like that. That was stupid, man. That was stupid. Asher Powell said, amazing blue landlord, roll tide, LSU. Man, which team is you represent, Asher Powell? You just said about 7 catchphrases now. Good grief. You want to troll me and you're saying some team and then you're saying LSU at the end. Man, leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. I'm emotional, okay? Leave me alone. I'll time y'all for 25 whole seconds. Don't play with me. Trap. Landlord so petty. Hey, you could be a day one. You talk about my team, I'm a 25-second your ass today. I'm going to get you now. Don't do me like that. Hey, what is 25 seconds? But hey, I'm a 25 seconds, yo. Hey, don't play with my team, man. I'm emotional. At least give me some time. Know what I'm saying? At least give me some time now. Yeah, I said that on Twitter. I said Kellen Moore called our play. That was Kellen Moore calling Alabama play. Because that was just stupid, man. That was just stupid. I'm giving everybody 25 seconds, y'all talk about my team, man. I'm petty to the mud today. I'm sick. I'm sad. Leave me be. Leave me alone. Give me at least a little time to heal, man. That's all I ask. Tomorrow, y'all get off. But today, leave me be. I'm too emotional. But yeah, man. Y'all know this is a busy day today. We gonna spin back with the gang. Me and HTM should be about to load up some right after this. So you already know, man, I'm gonna need y'all to spin that block, spin back gang. The first spin back of the new year, you know. Trap. The first spin back of the new year, man. But, you know, my final thoughts about this stuff, man, I say your Dallas Cowboys have positioned themselves, regardless of what the haters say, we have positioned ourselves to be at the number 2 seed. With the way this team been playing at home, man, that is the best news that could possibly be. We need to go in here and beat Washington. It's still a problem. Oh, he said he forgot about it. He had the doctor's appointment. Okay, that's cool. So I guess we not spinning back, but maybe later on we might do something. But, this is the best type situation that's possible right now, man, to see the Dallas Cowboys at a chance to be the number 2 seed. What a turn of events. Right? A lot of people been conceded to the division to the Eagles. Not me. I win one of them. I told them, they was like, their last game is the Giants, Cardinals, and Giants. I said, well, they gonna lose to the Chargers then. They gonna lose to the Cardinals. Trap. And I felt like they could lose to New York in New York. I felt like that too. I didn't, and look how close that first game was. And people still conceding the division. You must gonna give up your lunch money that easy? It's gonna take more than that for me, sir. It's gonna take more than that for me. I don't believe in that football team. I don't think they believe in themselves. I feel like they know that their leader is shaky and it's starting to spill out. It's a domino effect. What I told y'all. Y'all remember I asked y'all, I said, why in the world the Eagles so quick to commit? They ain't learned their lesson yet? Trap. They ain't learned their lesson from Carson Wentz yet? I told them to hold their horses. Instead, they seen Jalen Hurts playing good football. They like, oh, Jalen Hurts this, Jalen Hurts that. I said, bro, he's not like that. Simmer down. I told them to settle down, give it a minute, let it marinate, let some people get some film on them before y'all get to talking all crazy. I would have thought y'all would be way more hesitant after Carson Wentz just did the same thing to y'all. But nah, they jumped the gun. They the ones that like the girl smile and just go ahead and propose to her that quick. Trey, soon as the girl smiled, they went ahead and dropped to the knee and just proposed. Like, bro, you brought the ring. They brought the ring in the pregame show then. They ain't even let the game kick off. They did it in the pregame. So, hey, man, you gotta relax, bro. Give it time. That's why they can't stand people like us, like the Cowboys. We got a proven quarterback. Like, think about this. Long as Dak Prescott, and this for the people that are going to hate on Dak forever. I just told somebody this. Because they were trying to, my partner Mike, shout out to him. He the biggest Cowboy hater you'll ever know, shout out to him. But I just told him yesterday, I said, he trying to make a case that Brock Purdy deserved to be the MVP. I said, listen to him, man. Think about the level of difficulty. They don't even have a real full season of tape on Brock Purdy yet. He playing phenomenal football. But think about the level of difficulty for Dak Prescott. Every defensive coordinator done seen endless amount of tape on Dak Prescott. They done seen every single tendency that he have in almost every single situation. They know they can evaluate Dak Prescott on so much film. They know him. They know every flaw he got. They know everything. That's why you got a quarterback like Dak that's going to continue to get better and better and better. So now he just keep countering all the counters they throw at him. So it's way more difficult for him to be a better quarterback right now after them defensive coordinators been sitting up plotting on him for his whole career. And somehow, some way, Dak Prescott is still the best quarterback in the NFL right now. Do you understand the level of difficulty that takes? We ain't seen that from Jalen Hurts yet. We ain't seen that from Brock Purdy yet. Every defensive coordinator got a whole list of things that they can do against Dak to try to neutralize him. But yet and still, Dak come out and still be playing at a top-tier MVP level better than everybody that I've seen this year. So it's way more difficult to do it when they got a long track record on you. You got to have film. They ain't got film on Brock Purdy like that. They ain't got film on Jalen Hurts like that. Dak been a starting quarterback for years. So he done overcame all of those mountains. This is a mountain that Jalen Hurts trying to get over. I told y'all that one read Mickey Mouse football is not gonna help. It's not sustainable, man.
Trap.
When them boys was 10-1, I didn't believe it. I said them boys was lucky. I never conceded to the Eagles being a great football team. Never. Even after they beat us, I said we beat ourselves. It was clear that the mistakes that we made us lose, right? It was clear that the mistakes we made us lose in Philly. And I knew for a fact in Dallas, we was going to beat the paint off of them boys.
Trap.
So make no mistake about it, man. I never took the cheese. I never bought into them boys because I know what I see with my eyes. I never believed in that brand of football that they played. I never believed in the brand of football they played. Yeah, they playing mouse in the house, that Chuck E. Cheese football, man. Foosball. That's what they playing. It wasn't real football, man. You think about it. They got a dominant offensive line, so they get away with a lot of this stuff. They got a solid offensive line, so now Jalen Hurts got a lot of time to sit back there and say, let me see if I can throw it to him. Oh, I can't throw it to him, I'm going to run. He know he got a lot of athleticism, so he don't have to worry about the pressure as much. He's heavily dependent upon his athleticism. It's not about his reading and dissecting the defense. That's not how he plays. That's what I told y'all. Comparing Dak Prescott to Jalen Hurts, that's doing him a disservice. He's not like that, man. He does not play football the same way. I said this at Bama. Tua and Jalen Hurts don't play quarterback the same way, man. That's a whole different level of quarterback. If you see the way Tua play, they ask Tua to quarterback. They don't ask Tua to play like Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has a different set of rules that they play with him by. Just like you seen when the clutch came in the biggest situations of the game, what they asked Jalen Hurts to do? Run the football.
Trap.
Shout out to Cerebral Assassin with the $2 super. He said they got a 3-year watch cycle in Philly. Wentz, now Hurts. I love it. When Daniel Jones got signed, then we pop bottles in the trap. When Jalen Hurts got signed, then we celebrate in the trap. Some of y'all was shaking in y'all boots, not me, because I know what I mean by them. I know what I'm talking about. We love it. They setting themselves up for failure. Now, I'm not acting like Jalen Hurts is just absolutely trash, but he's not like they think. I've been saying this. He's not a top-level quarterback, y'all. He's just not. He's a good, decent quarterback on a great team. That's who he is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the only time I take offense is when you compare him to quarterbacks like Dak and all these other guys who playing real quarterback top-tier level. That's different. You can't do that. Don't take the cheese. Get the wool from over your eyes because they asking them to do two different things. That's not how it's done. This man had 100 yards passing the other day. That's some high school stats right there.
Trap.
Them high school stats. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. 100 yards passing? That when he had like 167? They say, he had touchdown passes. So what? That means you had about 3-4 good throws out of the whole game. That's not going to get it for you. Your offense got help bailed out because they had a pick 6. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really didn't even score that many points. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about them, boy. I don't know what to say about them, but I'm glad it ain't my problem. I tell you that, man.
Trap.
Glad it ain't my problem. Glad it ain't my problem. But this right here is a prime indication. This probably gonna be my last point, man. So y'all let me know if y'all rocking with the conversation, man. If y'all want me to continue, you know, we can get it done for a while. We can ride. We can rock out. But this is one of the best indicators to let you know what level your quarterback on. The way your offensive coordinator operates with them. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you the driver and Jalen Hurts is the car, right? If you know you in a Honda Civic, you're not finna be trying to drag race, man.
Trap.
If you know you in a pickup truck, You are not finna be trying to fishtail and drag race people. You know what I'm saying? You have to operate along the lines of what you have to work with. So an offensive coordinator playing with Jalen Hurts, why you think they playing doing limited stuff? And I want people to realize they think the deep ball is it's a good indication of quarterback. And no, sir. The deep ball is probably one of the easiest passes to throw if you ask me. Man, you got so much room for error with a deep ball. All you really got to do is put some air under it and keep it in the field of play. You know what I'm saying? That's the most room for error you got in a deep ball. Think about this. Most of the inaccurate quarterbacks, what they good at? The deep ball. Just like my quarterback at Bama, he's not ready. Jalen Miro is not ready. He's an athletic quarterback that's still developing as a passer. What he good at? The deep ball. Trap. What Jalen Hurts good at? The deep ball. What Cam Newton was good at? These historically quarterbacks who wasn't really accurate. What they was good at? The deep ball. What Michael Vick was good at before he started getting accurate? The deep ball. You see what I'm saying? So don't get caught up in that foolishness that they be like, oh, he's so good and accurate at the deep ball. Man, if you put the ball in the air and put some air up under that ball, you can run up under that ball. You got a lot of room for error when you throwing a deep pass. You can just throw it up. You got a good wide receiver, he can run up under it. It don't take as much accuracy. You just got to have a little touch. Know what I'm saying? So don't get tricked by the deep ball. When you see quarterbacks like that, like what Jalen Hurts doing, it's a whole different other level. Look at what they OC did. Look at what they OC did when the rubber met the road. They did not ask him to do nothing. They tried to use his athleticism, which means they trust his athleticism over his arm. Trap. Look at how our OC handled Dak, though. Do you see the level of throws that Dak is throwing? Do you see these pinpoint accurate threading the needle throws that he throw down the seam? Did you see that pass he threw to Brandon Cooks on the sideline? You can't hand the ball off better than that. Did you see that touchdown pass he threw? Did you see that pass he threw to CeeDee Lamb? Now, that's a deep ball, but that was off balance off one leg. What you saying about short passes, DeQuincy, so I can go ahead and cook you? Hey, we got time today. Trap. When people start talking good about Dak Prescott, you can bet your bottom dollar that DeQuincy coming. Oh, it was a broken play. That's the only reason. It don't matter. It was fraudulent or something. What you think about it? You weren't impressed? Did you clap? DeQuincy? Let me know. Hey, it's so strange for you haters, man. I wish I had a camera in there to see what you did when that play happened. I just want to know your natural reaction. Because I don't buy what you say, DeQuincy. I'm sorry. I don't buy what you say. Man. What did you do? Let's talk about it. We know you a Romo-sexual. You sick and mad at Dak Prescott because he took Romo position. We know that. We figured that out. Let's talk about it. What did you do, DeQuincy? Let's be real. Did you cheer? Did you feel like it was a good play? Like, this is the dilemma that Dak haters be in, y'all. I don't understand what y'all be. This is why it's so frustrating for people who say they Cowboy fans, but they hate Dak. That's stupid. It makes no sense. Dak is helping your team. Like, why would you be mad at him? Like, it makes no sense. I get frustrated at stuff that I can't compute. I don't get it. What is the logic in that? Like, so now when Dak Prescott does something great, you in a dilemma. You confused. You might just wig out. Your system might just overload. DeQuincy. Trap. That boy DeQuincy system just gonna overload. He just gonna get the glitching out, ain't it? Like, bro, it makes no sense for you to hate your team and love your team at the same time. You know what I'm saying? What did you do? He said I was excited. Did you say Dak is him? Did you say that was a nice throw? What you said? I'm just not trying to be upset in the playoffs when he took tail. When he took tail? When he tail? You saying he tucking his tail? Oh, no. See, those are the type of people that I can't associate with. You talking about the future as if it already happened. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know things change? I just seen Alabama, look, we felt like we would beat Michigan because history said so. How many bowl games Michigan done lost? I think they lost 7 straight bowl games. History said they would have lost that game. History telling you that the Cowboys will lose. But history don't always be right, sir. Trap. History don't always be right, sir. And if you're a real fan, you should be able to tell that, hey, my team has a chance. The way my team is playing, we still have a quarterback that can get it done. We got a wide receiver that can get it done. We got a defense that can get it done. So in a game like this, you just gonna give credit to the defense. You gonna, instead of saying Dak played good too, you gonna just say, hey, man, that defense. And I just showed you, if it went for that interception, that was, to me, it was mostly CeeDee Lamb's fault, but it was Dak's fault too. But outside of that interception and that fumble in the end zone, Dak really had a perfect day. The fumble in the end zone went Dak's fault. You know what I'm saying? You gonna blame Dak? You really robbed Dak of a touchdown pass. He really supposed to have 3. What he had, 2 or 3? I don't know. You really robbed the man of a touchdown pass. So, like, if you take those 2 plays away, like, the offense was moving just fine. Dak was cooking. He was dropping dimes left and right. You know what I'm saying? So don't just sit up here and act like it's just the defense. The offense had times where it was sputtering and stuff like that, but Dak was doing this thing. The offense was moving. They was cooking. They had a historic day. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna denounce a team and they had a historic day? Like, your offense was cooking, sir. It was. So, I just don't understand, man. Y'all, I'll let y'all have that. I'll let y'all have that. But I won't disrespect the win. I won't disrespect the win. I won't let you have it like that. Nah. My team earned the win and they deserve their respect. And that's what we gonna give it to them. We gonna give them that. We gonna give them trap. Man, shout out to my guy Big Reg, man. I ain't seen you in a while, man. I know you be driving them trucks, so you probably can't catch your boy live, man. But I appreciate you with the 1999, man. Shout out to you. He says, I was gonna give up comment on this subject, but you doing a great job taking the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna give up the comment on this subject. Oh, you just made a mistake and did it twice. I get you, bro. Hey, I try to speak for the people, man. Because I know some of my sentiments go well with what they feel. You know what I'm saying? So we got to try to get it in there. Kevin, he said, Landlord, can you check your mod? Miss Patrice is timed out. Miss Patrice timed out? I know that was an error. Look, I've been a mod before, and I've made a mistake before, so sometimes mistakes happen. But y'all can't be timing out Miss Patrice now. Y'all can't be timing out Miss Patrice. Don't do Miss Patrice like that. It had to be a mistake. I'm sure we didn't try to do that. Not to Miss Patrice, no. I'm sure that was a mistake. Miss Patrice is a staple in this community, and we're not going to entertain that, you know? We're not going to entertain that. But DeQuincy, we're going to ask DeQuincy, we're going to play a game. DeQuincy, how you feel about your football team? You scared? Because all you going to talk about is the future. We talking about right now. Your team got a great opportunity, man. They got a great opportunity. They got a great opportunity right now, and they earned it. So you probably got the Lions mindset, oh, we got liquor, we cheated them or something. How long they time me Patrice out? Because I've been waiting on him to come back. Let me see, man. What Miss Patrice said? Y'all playing with my mod like that. How y'all time the mod out though? Miss Patrice is a mod. Oh, she right there. Miss Patrice is a mod, right? Yeah, you can't time a mod out, could you? Y'all got superpowers? Miss Patrice, they say they timed you out, Miss Patrice. What's going on? They let the hackers get in here, then you can't time a mod out, I don't think. I gotta do that. You can't time a mod out. What happened? Mod on mod violence. Can a mod time a mod out? I don't even know. Can a mod time a mod out? Y'all can't be doing that now. I'm pretty sure it was a mistake, though. I'm pretty sure it was a mistake if it was Miss Patrice getting timed out. I'm pretty sure it wasn't on purpose. I'm sure of that. But is it any other topics y'all want to talk about, man? We can keep this thing rocking, man. If y'all want to. Is it any other topics y'all want to talk about? Let's do it. I can open up the phone lines or whatever, man. I got time today. I'm off today, you know? Trap. I'm off today. Miss Cowboys Click said Miss Patrice timed out Cowboy Kid, not Miss Patrice got timed out. People need to get your facts straight. Okay. I about to say, man, y'all doing that to Miss Patrice. It's an issue. Appreciate you, Mr. Cowboys Click, for holding us down, man. We appreciate you, man. Real talk. Real talk. Do y'all got any conversations y'all want to have? Trey said, yes, let's talk about TP hate. Yeah, the run game is still a work in progress. Sad to say this late in the season. But, I'm not going to fully put it on TP. I'm going to say some of the run game plays is looking a little lackluster. Some of the execution is not right. The lineman is not blocking at a top tier level. We need to completely stop running in the middle of the field. I don't know why they think that. Like, I know we got Zach Martin right there, but with Tyler Biadasz right there, it just pretty much just make it a wash now. It just make it a wash right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you got Tyler Biadasz right here and you got Tyler Biadasz and Zach Martin in the same space, it just feel like Tyler Biadasz ain't executing. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Biadasz ain't executing, and that's where it's been a big-time problem in this run game. Terrence still getting beat. It's just this O-line has been a little lackluster. It had a nice stretch of games where it was playing well and phenomenal and stuff. We got excited about it. But I think for the whole space, if you look at it as a whole, it looked like this offensive line been a little lackluster the whole time. So, as a whole, you're not too happy about your O-line right now. Dwayne Brown says, talk about Mike game management. Can't have those issues in playoffs. Yeah. I think it came down to Mr. Dwayne Brown. Mike McCarthy was trying to be aggressive and win the game. Instead of trying to, run the ball when we wasn't being successful at running the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at him. We wasn't successful as a whole. We had moments where Tony kind of made some good runs and some hard-nosed type yards and stuff like that. But I ain't mad at him, man, because I wasn't excited about the run game. And all it took in that situation that a lot of us was mad about, because I was a little confused in game, but when I went back and watched it and really took in the situation, all it took is one first down, and we would have won the game after that. If we would have got one first down in that moment, that would have been ball game. So, and Dak said it himself. He had some other options, but he went for the juggler. He went for the kill. So Dak Prescott took the responsibility and the blame. He put it on himself. So I ain't too mad at it. A lot of that game management stuff that people was mad that we wasn't running the ball in that situation, it really wasn't on Mike McCarthy like that. You know, I ain't mad at the decision at all because I didn't have a lot of faith in the run game at the time. Like, I was pretty much done with the run game at that time. Shout out to Miss Sally Law. You're one of my first supporters, man. I appreciate you, Miss Sally. I really do. One of my first supporters on Facebook, man, I had like 2 people on there. Miss Sally was sharing, liking. She was holding me down, man. I ain't had no support over there. And Miss Sally held me down, but I appreciate you. She says, back to work I go. Thanks for everything you do, landlord from Alabama. DC for life, for real. And I appreciate you, man. I really do. Have a good day at work, man. Have a good day at work. I appreciate you. Let's see. Kid Cowboys been on the radar. What you talking about? 20 points get you beat most of the time. I know you been on fire in the chat. I know how you do. Coach Marv in the building. He said open the line. Who else want to open the line? I open it up for Coach though. We need to have a conversation, Coach. We do. We need to have a conversation about this. Okay, we'll open up the lines real quick. Let's see. Let's do it. Where the lines at? Where is the lines? Okay. Where is the line? Here we go. All right, we'll open up the lines real quick, man. I ain't talked to y'all for a minute either, so Happy New Year. Hey, let's get it in, man. We got a little time to talk about it. So let's see. Court meeting, host, boom. We got a little time to talk about it. Let's do it.
You are the only participant in the conference.
Let's do it. Hold on. My call-in button don't want to work. Wait a minute. I find it. Wait a minute. Okay. My button ain't working. But this is what I say. The call-in number is, let's see. Somebody put this in the chat and I pin the number. We riding this plane in the air. Building this plane in the air right now. Okay, the call-in number is 605-313-5592. And the access code is 706-1251. Hold on. I could put it in here too. I forgot. Okay. Building this plane. Yes, we are. Okay, let me see. Okay, this the call-in line right here. So y'all hit my line, make sure the number working, and we can get it in now. He said he sent me some cash out, love. I appreciate you, Mr. Skeptical Fan. I know I missed a couple of supers. I'm finna get to y'all shortly. Let me see. Shout out to you, man, with the $5 cash out. I appreciate you, Mr. Skeptical. I really do. Yeah, it's 706, right? Let me try to call in myself, because I'll make sure the number working. Let me see. Ain't nobody called yet, so it's giving me concern. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. I see somebody now. 757, you live in the trap. What's happening? Hello? 757, you live in the trap. What's happening?
Hello.
What's happening?
Troy.
What's happening?
Landlord.
What's going on? Who I got rocking with me? Hello? Hello? I guess something going on. It look like Miss Patrice. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Miss Patrice?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. What's going on?
MJ.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on? I don't know, Miss Patrice. It seems like you...
I got two people on the line. I hear MJ. But listen,
Okay.
let's just be happy, right?
Yeah.
All of this negativity is unnecessary, y'all. Damn, we won the game. Damn, we made some mistakes. We'll clean it up. DeQuincy, come on, man. I'm done.
Yeah.
Good job, landlord. Keep
I
doing your
appreciate
thing.
you,
I'm going
Miss
to keep
Patrice.
supporting. Some of y'all retarded.
I appreciate you, Miss Patrice, coming in, sliding in for the win. I don't know the order of the call, so we just gonna pick it up right here. 813, you live in the trap. What's happening?
Yo.
What's happening? Who I got talking? Hello?
Yeah. I can't hear shit.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you, landlord.
You can't hear me?
Oh, God.
Maybe it's something going on with my end. Maybe it's something on my end.
Troy.
Let me get back with you then, bro. Let me get back with you. Let me try somebody else. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. Let me try Marvin. 206,
What up,
you live
landlord?
in the trap, man. Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you talk.
Dang, that's what's going
You
on.
low.
Let me see.
You got me on the show, though, but I can't hear you. I can barely hear you.
I don't know what's going on with my sounds. Just gone cook. Just gone cook.
Well, they could probably hear me. I mean, it's going to say, good show, my brother. Keep doing your grind. A win is a win. A lot of teams do that, so we got our win like that. Let's clean up on the defense, and let's stop them long drives. We got to get better in the last minute so teams don't drive on us and score. We got to do that. And we got to, number 2 is balling. He got his legs back. Salute to him, not giving up. And we got to get number 1 out the game. Number 1 and 96 is the weak link. If you see on the running plays, 96 be getting killed, y'all. It ain't Mars in them. It's 96.
Can you hear me now? I turn my volume up a
The 2
little
weak
bit.
links now on defense is 96 and number 1. And that's all I got to say. And McCarthy, he got to, I ain't going to blame him on that. Because Dak, it was Dak. I didn't know it was Dak.
Yeah,
Come on, my brother,
Dak took the ownership on that.
You're balling. Let's run the ball. Salute.
Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Y'all forgive me. It seems like I'm having some kind of audio issues. I don't know if they can hear me. It sounds like they can't, but we're going to let them cook anyway. 346, you live
What's good,
in the trap.
landlord?
Can you hear me?
I just wanted to talk to you about.
Can you hear me?
I got thick skin, man.
Oh,
Huh?
no. Go ahead. Hello?
You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead.
I call myself having thick skin, bro. You know, I never been one to want with the Cowboys. I never wanted us to have to, you know what I'm saying, be front running. I wanted us to be low key. You know what I mean? But they won't allow us to be low key and just go under the radar like some of the teams because we're America's team, bro. We're the Cowboys. So they always gonna nitpick and da-da-da-da-da. But I would at least hope that they would get it right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hate the mainstream media, bro. I hate these boys, man. They get on my nerves, bro. They all run together, bro. They all complicit in this, man. The mainstream media folk, bro, just get on my nerves, bro. Stephen A. with this D-list, bro, I just can't understand it, man. These folks got on my nerves. I hate getting them in that clout, bro, but I like, you know what I'm saying, you know, and spend, I got a long day at work, so I get a lot of media. You know what I mean? But this boy, hell, man. Bro, just get it right. You know what I'm saying? You can't absolve one way and hold it against the Cowboys another. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's your matter because you've been held it for the longest time. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, these folks got to do better. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to let us be under the radar, let us be there, bro. If we trash, let us ride under the radar, man, and do what we do. So, you know what I'm saying? But if you're going to talk about it, at least get it right, bro, or hold it down the line with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But these folks can't do that. They always want to, you know what I'm saying, call it one way, and at the backside of they ain't call it another way against us. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, that media thing, it just got on my nerve, bro. I know it's a day or two old, but these folks keep getting on my nerves with it, bro. If you go officiate it one way, bro, and y'all don't call nothing for the Cowboys and don't say anything, complicit in it. Won't say a word, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all won't say a word when it's against the Cowboys.
True.
Like, that's a regular thing with the Cowboys.
See, I don't think
what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't think the caller can hear me. Yeah. Go ahead.
You holding us, damn. Man, like, what's that word? But when you do that, bro, you not holding it down the line, and they made that regular, like it was regular for you to be that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I appreciate you, Mr. Troy. It sound like he got off. But I'ma just let y'all cook, man. Since y'all can't hear me, I'ma just let you cook. And I'ma give you the time and just make it a little, you know what I'm saying? Make it a little time efficient. You know what I'm saying? 757, you live in the trap. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, Landlord, man? I appreciate the show, first time caller, long time listener.
Okay, what's your name?
Just wanted to let everybody know, man, who listens. Why are you all this unbiased content that's gonna give it to you real? That's all I wanted to call about, man. And salute Meat Phillips from the chat, but I'm going back to the chat.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you, man. That's a good call, good quick call, man. Hey, man, I love new media, man. I love y'all giving me an opportunity to be a part of this space, man. It's something that I do enjoy. I know y'all can see that, and, you know, I appreciate it. But I had opened up the phone for Coach Marv. I wanted Coach to cook, but he ain't called in, look like, so I'm probably finna go ahead and hang up in a minute. Where you at, Coach? I'll hold down for about a minute for you. But I'm already having problems with it, so he says 80. 80 what? What happened, Coach? Can you call, or you wanna just pick it up tomorrow? He said he in 803. I don't see your number on here though, Coach. It ain't nobody in the chat right now. It ain't nobody in the queue right now. So go ahead and call in real quick, and then we'll wrap the thing on up. Let's see. Or in the meantime, anybody else want to call in, we can go ahead and get you in and make it the last call. Did you get the number right, Coach? Because I don't see you nowhere. Okay, 830, there you go. Coach Mob live in the trap. What's happening?
What's going on, Landlord, man? Hey, man. I know I saw a lot where it was Dak's fault on them running the ball, and we have to understand, and understand with the aggression, and there's a thin line between aggression and winning the game. He has to understand somewhat in this fact. You win the game if you take those 45 seconds off the clock.
True.
That's winning the game. That, you know, you could say we could score, and when we score, that puts the game out of reach. But those 45 seconds leave a team with no chance with your defense to say, okay, no timeouts, 45 seconds. But if with people that are watching our live stream with Boss, the time management didn't start on that possession. It started the possession before that, when we didn't get them to use another timeout, when we did another pass play in the possession before that, or we could have took that possession down to the 2-minute warning. We kicked the ball back to them. We gave them before the 2-minute warning, where we could have gotten the game down below the 2-minute warning. And I understand when people say, well, the running game. But if you look at the running game, we did run the ball well when we decided to, when our tight ends and our receivers decided to block on the edges. I've always said this, and this is true. That's why this game is.
The conference has been locked.
For it. Running games takes a collaboration of all guys. A lot of times when we look at a running game, we look at it and say, oh, it's just the linemen are not really blocking or the running back is out. But when if you watch our run plays, when we run outside, it's our receivers, and sometimes our receivers and our tight ends are getting minimal to no effort.
Yeah.
And
I do see Jalen Tolbert blocking well, and Brandon Cooks blocked well too. CD for sure too. So I see some good tape on us getting some good blocks too, though, Coach. But I do see that.
But when they do block well, we are successful. And if you look at that phantom, when we had the game down, when we need to run the ball and we really blocked well on the outside, and they gave us that phantom tripping call, which that was going to put us in a position to put the game away, because when we get in these playoffs, which the playoffs for us start this week, we're going to have to run the ball when they know we're going to have to run the ball. There's going to be a game in this 5-game run, and remember I said 5 games. It starts this week and 4 more games. That'll be winning the Super Bowl. In these 5 games, there's going to be maybe a game or two that we're going to have to win the game by running the football.
Yeah.
If you watch everybody who's made playoff runs in the last couple of years, there was a couple of games in there where they had their passing game, but they actually had to control the clock, and their running game was a pivotal factor in them winning the football game. So there's going to be a time where the combination of Tony Pollard and Rico Dowdle, which I think that hurt our running game last week because we didn't have both of them to get the amount of carries, right?
Yeah.
But it's going to be a time. So it's going to be a must that collectively everybody bring their hard hat in to come out and do what they need to do in the running game. And it's not on just one guy or just the lineman. It's going to be the collective balance, because even though you look at San Francisco got one good offensive lineman, but they got the best blocking tight ends and receivers in the NFL.
Yeah, they physical.
By far.
They got Debo physical.
That's right. So and they talk in that manner of that they block for their running game. You talked about that, but again, when it comes down to time management, possessions, these football games gonna be won on the game of inches and the game of time value. Time value is one of the most important things. Doing something with the ball, possessing the ball. Sometimes first downs are more important than taking risky shots to get touchdowns, because if you don't get the touchdown, you got to give up the ball. Sometimes getting the first down and getting more opportunities to make good shots is important. So time value in the game of inches is what we got to think about, because that's what it's going to take to win 5 games. 5 games, home or away, 5 games.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
All right,
One thing I think I think Coach gone now. Okay.
No, go ahead.
Oh, you still here? Okay, I about to say one thing I think that hindered us was the penalties. Cause like once you get a penalty, it kind of derails the whole drive. And like it was a couple of times where we was trying to run the ball, but we'll get a false start. Peyton Hendershot or Ferg or somebody got a false start, and every time we started a drive with a penalty somewhere, Coach, that was a drive that wasn't successful for us. Now I feel like our offense is top tier, it's explosive, but it ain't as explosive as it used to be, because we used to get over that all the time. But I think when you're going up against good teams, you're not going to be able to consistently overcome those penalties like that. So if you go back and look at almost every drive that we wasn't successful or we didn't get points on, it was a penalty in there. You know what I'm saying? So I think the penalties
in front of the sticks.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks told you that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He said, if we don't be in front of the sticks, in the Miami game, how many third downs and 10s and 15s and 12s we had because we weren't in front of the sticks. The long drive that we took to get in the if you watch the long drive we had in the Detroit game that we went down the field and scored to take the lead in the game was a clean drive. We stayed in front of the sticks and in time and we ran the ball as well as pass ball because it was a clean drive. We stayed in front of the sticks. Positive plays, but when you have negative plays in penalty yards, that causes you not to have time value. That causes you to get rid of the ball because you're setting yourself back. You're wasting the time that you have the ball. So it comes down to time value of when we get into the playoffs. The teams that value the time with the ball the best without getting negative plays, penalties, and always progressing forward is going to be the team that's going to be more efficient because there's going to be a lot less big plays when you get in playoffs because everybody's going to be on point about controlling big plays. So the little things is what's going to help you. But, Landlord, I want to say this one last thing.
Okay.
We need to make sure that our Cowboys, as Mike McCarthy said in his speech right after the Buffalo game, right after we lost to Buffalo, he said he's not worried about our team dealing with adversity. He says he worries about our team managing success. And it is not a guarantee that we at home that we're going to win.
True. It's not. It's not. But like I said...
and we got to push that. You got to win the game. You got to play them.
Yeah, you got to play the games. They ain't going to just roll out there and give you the dub. But I appreciate you, though, Coach, man. You for holding us down.
I appreciate you, Landlord. I appreciate you, man. Keep on pushing, man. And we'll be back. Roll Tide will be back again like we always do.
Yes, sir, man. Roll Tide, man. I appreciate you, Coach. Have a good day, man. Happy New Year. All right. So.
Goodbye.
Let's get it done, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. But, yeah, Coach has some good points to make, man. One thing I will say, the penalties, they was killing us on a lot of those drives. You know what I'm saying? Your offense wasn't as bad as you think they were. It was a lot of penalties that was derailing some of those drives. Phantom penalties, fake clipping and fake tripping or whatever you want to do. So, I still got utmost confidence for my team at home. But like Coach said, though, they're not going to roll out there and give us the W. But at the same time, I think this team has earned the right for us to be confident. I don't want to be a scary Cowboy fan because we got too many of those. You know what I'm saying? What do this team have to show you for you to be confident at home, though? You know what I'm saying? I think that's just fair. I don't think you can get better at home, throughout the league than what your team has showed you. So I ain't gonna say that we just gonna definitely win this game or it's just they don't have a chance. But I'ma also say I feel like your team has earned the right for you to be confident at home. So don't get it twisted. It's still any given Sunday, but you should be confident. You should feel good about your football team chances at home. I don't see nothing wrong with that, especially when your team won 15, 16 games straight. You should feel confident in your football team performing well in any environment against any football team at AT&T Stadium. I just think that's foul. But I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man. And you know why them haters hate on us? Because why? Because we are the greatest. That's why, man. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Appreciate all the love and support. Keeping the trap jumping, keeping the trap running, money for a whole nother in year. My hand. Here's 2024. Let's go.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear it just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me, they see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most people say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, gotta see you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest, I'm the greatest. Young poet got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Custom pics, I'm cropping, be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth. To know that I kill it, these are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody with me, I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So we bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the dollars see you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest, I'm the greatest.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters say us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success. But nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.